Good evening, good evening. This is Lady Dana, and today we're going to talk about the part two of tools because the first one didn't go so well. So this time I'm going to give you the next set of tools that most of us use when doing some castings and rituals and stuff like that. We often, well, do or use to make certain spells and rituals. Anyway, um, I'll be listing the rest of the tools that I haven't discussed yet on the chat. So if you would please, first tool that we're going to talk about is the cauldron. Okay, the cauldron has a lot of meanings. It has something to do with rebirth and the creation of something. Uh, the element is water, and it symbolizes the goddess and its creations. Now, with regards to what we use the cauldron for is when you're concocting potions, when you're brewing your brews. No? Pag nagluluto tayo ng mga kumukulong, yun yung tinatawag nila sa Tagalog yung kawa. Pero we don't have a kawa in Wicca. What we have is the cauldron with three legs. Three legs symbolizes the three forms of the goddess, which is the mother, the maiden, the crone, and it also has something to do. Number three technically is very significant to most of us, especially those who are into goddess worship. As for me, I do this, but it's a very long story. Anyway, with the cauldron, also some of us use it as a divination tool. You put water in it, and then you divine the future using that. Now, the cauldron comes in different forms and sizes. Some may mga cauldrons na maliliit lang, as in this small, as small as this, meron siya. And then there are cauldrons which is as big as talagang, as in, gawa sa pewter, tapos malaking malaki siya. And then, you can use it on bonfires. And the reason bakit siya naka-elevate, kasi hindi siya talaga pwedeng bumaba sa sahig or sa lupa. Once bumaba siya sa lupa, it neutralizes everything and it won't be as effective as it was supposed to. Yun. So, I hope wala masyadong questions ngayong gabi kasi ang dami ko pang kailangan gawin and I'm actually running out of time here. So, again, I'm doing this live, so I hope that may makapunta naman dito ng makapagpanood din sa akin ng live so that pwede rin kayo magtanong at the same time. Anyway, the next tool or item that we're going to talk about is the goblet, or some call it the chalice. The goblet or the chalice, it's practically the same item. Medyo nag-iba lang siya ng spelling, but it's actually the same item. The goblet or the chalice is used when doing several rituals, whereas you have to drink wine into it. Very similar ang ritual ng Wicca sa Catholic Church, whereas you have to open up the they call this the goblet, and but in Wicca we pass around yung goblet natin, and we drink from it. And some people use also a goblet instead of a cauldron. Pag wala talaga silang makitang cauldron, they have to use a goblet to do their spells and rituals. You know? A lot of us, lalo na yung medyo hirap makahanap ng goblet, we just use the chalice. Or pag hindi makakita ng cauldron, we just use the chalice to do something about it. Yun yung ket. Di ba meron din siyang bottom, nakalagay siya sa stem. So, hindi rin siya bumababa talaga sa lupa. Okay. So, any other items that we have forgotten to use? Consumables are different. Okay. Some people thought na yung consumables at saka yung tools pareho. Pero hindi siya pareho. Ang consumables na uubos. Okay. Ang tools, it's just there. Another tool that I haven't discussed about is what you call the stang. The stang is a three-headed staff. No? Tungkod siya na mayroong tatlong ulo. So may ulo siya tapos may sungay pang ganun dalawa. So nakaganon siya. That's a stang. The stang is the technically it's the tungkod of the goddess. Siya yung bit-bit ng goddess. It's similar to a wand, but it's I call this mas ano siya, mas related to the goddess kasi it's a female form of a staff. So that's a stang. Another one, sword. The sword signifies fire, and it's used during initiation. I used to use a sword for initiation. Kaya lang nanakawan ako, lahat nanakaw. Wala natira sa akin. But I'm okay with it because I'm starting over and I kind of like starting over anyway. But I'm still here. I'm still alive and I'm still teaching. That's the good part. That's the important part. Being a witch also doesn't mean that you need to be masyadong matapang. Hindi tayo nakikipagpaligsahan dito pagdating sa witchcraft. Okay. Wicca has something to do with respect. Ang taong hindi marunong rumispeto ng pananaw ng ibang tao doesn't deserve the title of being Wiccan or being somebody who is a practitioner of the craft. You do not announce people also that you're a practitioner. How many people do you know? Okay, sabihin na nga natin, nakakita ka na ba ng taong nasa mataas na katungkulan na talagang pinagsigawan niya na siya'y ganito? No. A lot of real practitioners wouldn't tell anybody that they are practitioners. They just have to figure it out for themselves. We don't announce, we don't make mayabang about those things. We don't do that. Are there any other tools that I forgot? Because I don't want to forget anymore because I tend to forget about certain things. Right after this, I will be giving you color coordinations and understanding your basic colors that you're going to use. Either cloth or candles. Lahat ng candles merong meaning for each color. And that's what we're going to talk about. Candles are actually consumables. They are not tools. They're consumables. Incense is also a consumable kasi nauubos siya. Charcoal blocks are also consumables. Salt, it's a consumable. Anything na nauubos is a consumable and it's not a tool. Okay? So, clarify ko lang. Anything na nauubos is not a tool. Okay? So, there's a difference between what do you call this? Oh, another tool. Before I forget, you need to have a wooden spoon. Those things na ginagamit sa paghalo ng salad, yeah, yun, pwede na yun. But you have to make sure na dun nyo lang siya gagamitin. Hindi siya pwede sa iba. Usually the wooden spoon is what we use to, as usual, panghalo sa cauldron, no? Ayun. And then, what's the other thing before I forget? There's another one. Yeah, some people call it burin, or yeah, the burin is what we use to inscribe names and symbols on certain objects like candles or wood or trees or something, as long as you're going to use it for ritual making. No, that's what we use. We use the burin to inscribe things. Um, Mamaya, bibigyan ko kayo ng example kung ano itsura ng burin. But you can, here's the catch. You can never buy it anywhere. You have to make it on your own. That's the difference. I still have one. Hindi ko lang alam kung saan ilagay, pero alam ko nakalagay lang sa certain things. No. Anyway, but for now, these are the tools that I would leave you with, because these are the tools that you will be needing if ever that you're going to start with your practice. And I hope that you learned something tonight. And this is Lady Dana, and I'll be signing off. Don't forget to watch. Also, I'll be doing dream interpretations, but I will be doing it live. Right? Bye.